Hi, I'm Casey Healy from Century 21 Novocastrian, and today in the office we have Andrew from Valley Air Conditioning. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you for having us.
So we just thought we'd talk about preventative maintenance of your air conditioner and why it is so important to have regular services and the ongoing cleaning of filters and things like that. So Andrew, what do you guys do in providing the annual or biannual service for your air conditioning?
Yep. One of the most simple but most important things is cleaning the filters. A lot of tenants we find busy lives and neglect to do that part. And sometimes because it's not their home, it's not as front of mind.
Yep.
And just something as little and simple as that creates water leaks, builds up dirt on your fan, a whole lot of things that really have an effect.
Yep.
And what we find is when we get the first hot weather or when winter hits, that's when they break, and that's all aircon companies' peak period.
Yep.
And then, as we know, we want to get out there as quick as possible. So yeah, that's the short of it.
Yes.
And then a lot of what we do is clean the filters, like we said, make sure the outdoor unit there's no grass, clean out the drains, electrical and refrigerant levels is the main
thing in what you do in your service. And you suggest those service twice a year, and that's what you provide under your structure.
Yep.
Just obviously being just prior to summer and just prior to winter. So we're
definitely
making sure everything's running efficiently.
Yep. And the biggest thing is to prolong the life of the unit and prevent the breakdowns in those peak periods. Because as life is, it's when people have babies or when you're sick or, is when they break. So preventive maintenance is, brilliant.
Brilliant. Fantastic. And how long does kind of an air conditioning unit last for these days? So
it's a hard one.
Yep.
You'd recommend about 10 years. Mm-hmm. Not uncommon to go 15 and a little bit more.
Yep.
Rarely, but some of the really cheap brands have had problems 7 years, just out of warranty. But a good average is about 10 years. Mm-hmm. As you find with a lot of, if you repair a unit and it's more than half the cost of replacement, then we would be leaning towards, really weigh it up with your tax savings and everything to replace it.
Yep.
Or repair.
When you're at a property and you're doing the servicing and things like that, you will kind of report back, and your report will make any suggestions for repairs, replacements or anything like that. And you will send through a quote, won't you?
Most definitely. 90% of jobs, we go out and have a look at them.
Yep.
And mostly you guys have got a really good average, say under $200 or something, fix it. Anything above that, then we quote. But during a routine maintenance, a lot of the time we'll pick up, say, a noisy bearing. Yep. That at least in advance. Mm-hmm. It's not going to break tomorrow.
Yep.
But hey, possibly within the next 12 months to 2 years, you may be up for a small, and at least it gives you a heads up, so there's no surprises on repairs or breakdowns that you're not expecting.
Fantastic. And owners can then budget for that maintenance within the property.
Yeah.
What kind of turnaround timeframes do you expect for once a work order is issued to get to jobs to get them done?
This is the great and the fun part with working with property management. Yep. Is when it's hot, the massive influx. Yep. So with our great relationship, what we do is leave a lot of gaps and we actually turn the public away to make sure that we get there within 1 to 2 days.
Perfect.
And it was a couple of years ago when aircon become
an emergency repair.
No one can live without it anymore. So
we all love those creature comforts of life.
So 1 to 2 days.
Yep.
And
perfect.
Our peak period we start leaving gaps and
preparing for these kind of things.
It's all that relationship of we get there as absolutely as quick as possible. Talk direct to the tenants to try and work around their lives and
fantastic.
Keep them happy.
And you've got a full team behind servicing work and obviously quoting as well. So that works really well within your business, and we find turnaround times are really good. So that's a little bit on air conditioning, servicing and preventative maintenance. If you do have any further questions, please don't hesitate to give me a call in the office or touch base with Andrew at Valley Air Conditioning.
We're more than happy to help. It's like one team to keep the tenants happy. Everyone wins. So
fantastic.
Awesome.
Thanks for coming in.